Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Mangesh Tushing. In this series of lectures, we will start qualitative analysis of organic compounds, that is organic qualitative analysis. This video will contain introduction to the organic qualitative analysis, types of organic compounds and separation of binary mixture. Friends, in last lectures we saw what is the analytical chemistry. We saw detailed introduction of the analytical chemistry. So analytical chemistry is a branch of chemistry that deals with the identification, separation and quantitative analysis of the sample. So chemical analysis of any compounds mainly covers two important aspects. So there are two types of analysis. First one is qualitative analysis and second one is quantitative analysis. Qualitative analysis is concerned with the identification and separation of the chemical substance. So qualitative analysis mainly deals with the composition of the sample. What is the component? What are the components present in the sample? While quantitative analysis is concerned with the determination of amount of chemical substance present in the sample. So quantitative analysis is mainly deals with the determination of the amount of chemical component, chemical substance which are present in the sample. Our chapter is a qualitative analysis, organic qualitative analysis. So whatever the substance, whatever the analysis substance, that is organic substance. So analysis of organic substance, that is called as qualitative analysis of organic substances. So qualitative analysis is the branch of chemistry which is concerned with finding the elements and the chemical composition of unknown substance present in the sample. So qualitative analysis mainly deals with the composition of the sample. Now we'll see the organic qualitative analysis of binary mixture. So if the mixture of two organic compounds is there, that is called as binary mixture. If the mixture of three organic compounds is there, then that is called as ternary mixture. And a single organic compound, that is okay. In our syllabus, that is the organic qualitative analysis of the binary mixture. So when two organic compounds are mixed together, that mixture is called as binary mixture. The nature of such mixture becomes solid-solid, solid-liquid or liquid-liquid according to the physical state of that substances. So there are nature of this binary mixture is of three types. First one is solid-solid, second one is solid-liquid and third one is liquid-liquid. Gaseous sample is not for analysis in our syllabus, so that is excluded. So there are three types of mixture only: solid-solid, solid-liquid and liquid-liquid. Type of organic compounds. So organic compounds are of four types according to the functional groups which are present into the organic compound. First one is acids. So acids, very simple, it contains a carboxylic acid functional group. So those compounds are like aliphatic acids, aromatic acids, nitro acids. So these compounds are falling into the category or type that is called as acid. Second type is phenols. So phenol means OH is directly attached to the aromatic ring. So phenols, AROH, nitrophenols, AROH and one NO2 is might be present, that is called as nitrophenols. Third type is bases. Amines are the organic bases. So primary amines like ARNH2, secondary amines like ARNH, AR, tertiary amines like ARN, AR2, nitroamines like ARNH2, nitro group may be present. Fourth type is neutral. So excluding amines, phenols and carboxylic acids, all other functional group are neutrals. For example, aldehydes are CHO, ARCHO, ketones, that is RCOR, carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are the polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones. Then esters are C double bond O O R, alcohols ROH. So aliphatic R and then OH. Hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons, it doesn't contain any functional group, only presence of carbon and hydrogen. Then nitrohydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon containing a nitro group. Amides are considered as a neutral. Then acetanilides are also aromatic amides. So organic compounds are classified into 4 classes. Always remember: acids, phenols, bases and neutrals. And this sequence is also like this only: acids, phenols, bases and neutrals. Now we'll see the systematic analysis of binary mixture. How to start the analysis of binary mixture. When a binary mixture is given for analysis, the components are separated and detected to the following step. So we have to separate the components of the binary mixture, and we have to do the analysis of each component separately. So step 1, there are some steps. According to that, we have to follow the analysis. We have to do the analysis of the binary mixture. So step first is the determination of nature of the mixture. So there are 3 types of nature: solid solid, solid liquid and liquid liquid. So by doing some simple physical experiment, or by watching itself, we can identify either that is solid solid, solid liquid or liquid liquid. Then determination of the type of the mixture. So mixture contains 2 organic compounds, so there should be the 2 types in each for each mixture. We know the organic compounds are of 4 types, that is acid, phenol, bases and neutrals. So for the binary mixture, that may be acid base, base phenol base, phenol neutral, neutral neutral. So likewise we have to determine the type of the mixture. Third step is the separation of mixture into 2 components. Third step is important, that is separation of mixture of the 2 components, because binary mixture contains 2 organic compounds. So we have to separate these 2 components for the individual analysis. Step 4 is the purification of components. After separation, we have to do the purification either by recrystallization or sublimation. Then step 5 is the determination of physical constant. After separation and purification, then we have to determine the physical constant. Depending upon that is solid or liquid, we have to determine its melting point or boiling point. Step 6 is important, that is individual analysis of each component separately. So binary mixture, we have to separate it, purify it and determine the physical constant. Then individual analysis for the each component, each compound we have to follow these following steps. That is, first is preliminary test or detection of elements, which are the elements are present into the organic compounds. Detection of functional group, which are the functional groups present into the organic compounds, maybe one functional group or maybe another functional group are present into the compounds. Characteristics for the functional group, so CT, characteristic confirmatory test for the functional group, and to study the reaction of different functional group. If functional group is confirmed, then we have to do 1 or 2 reaction for that particular functional group. Step 6 is a literature survey for melting point and boiling point of the compound. So according to the physical properties and physical constant, we have to find out which component, which is this component exactly, by using the literature survey, by using physical constants, presence of which are the elements present, what is the functional group, what are the properties. According to that, we have to do the literature survey, and at the end we should come to the end that which organic compound is given to us. That is a complete analysis. Now we'll start with the first step, that is determination of nature of the binary mixture. Nature, that depends upon the physical state of the organic compounds. So it may be solid solid, solid liquid or liquid liquid. So there are 3 types of nature of the binary mixture: solid solid, solid liquid and liquid liquid. Then detection of the nature of the mixture. So suppose solid solid is there, it's very easy to identify, but sometimes solid liquid or liquid liquid, if solid is dissolved into the liquid, then we are getting confused, either that is solid solid or solid liquid or liquid liquid. Then we have to do the simple experiment. Take 2 drops of mixture on a dry watch glass or stopper. Just take 2 drops of the mixture and just blow air with our mouth. So what will happen? Whatever the volatile liquid component is there, that will get volatile, and second component remains as it is. Now if solid is obtained, then the nature will be solid liquid, because whatever the liquid is there, that is a volatile liquid. After blowing air, that get evaporated. So remaining part is solid, then the nature will be solid liquid. If the remaining part is oil or liquid, then the nature is liquid liquid. So in this way we can separate, we can identify either the nature is solid liquid or liquid liquid. Solid solid identification is very easy. By simply looking at that mixture, you can identify either that is solid solid. Step second, determination of the type of binary mixture. Now we know that each organic compound has a particular type, that is acid, phenol, base or neutral. Now this is the binary mixture. So there are 2 types of organic compounds. So solid solid mixture, first the type determination and then separation of the compounds. So for the binary mixture analysis, first you have to do the type determination and then separation of the components. Then we have to separate each component from the mixture. If the mixture is solid liquid or liquid liquid mixtures, then first is separation of the components of the mixture and then individual analysis of the components is determined. इथे एक फरक आहे. सॉलिड सॉलिड जर असेल तर आधी टाईप डिटर्मिनेशन करायचं आणि नंतर सेपरेशन करायचं. पण जर सॉलिड लिक्विड किंवा लिक्विड लिक्विड असेल तर आधी सेपरेशन करून घ्यायचं, सेपरेट करून घ्यायचे आणि नंतर त्याचा टाईप डिटरमाइन करायचा. सो दिस इज द डिफरन्स. For a given mixture maybe belongs to any one of the following types. So there are 4 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4, according to which are the types are there. Group first, it may contains acid, phenol, acid base or acid neutral. Group second, phenol base, phenol neutral. Group third, base neutral, and group 4 is neutral neutral. One thing is to be remember, acid acid, base base or phenol phenol, this type of mixture is not provided for the analysis, because the separation in case of solid solid will be very difficult. But neutral neutral may be provided, because that is in case of solid liquid or liquid liquid, we can separate easily and then do further and then go for the individual analysis. Organic substances are of 4 types, as we know that acids, phenols, bases and neutrals. For determination of solid type of the solid solid mixture, we have to adopt the following procedure. समजा आपल्याला सॉलिड सॉलिड मिक्सचर असेल तर आधी आपल्याला टाईप डिटरमाइन करावा लागतो आणि नंतर सेपरेट करावं लागेल, बरोबर. पण ते जर आपल्याला सॉलिड लिक्विड किंवा लिक्विड लिक्विड असेल तर आधी सेपरेट करावं लागेल आणि नंतर टाईप डिटरमाइन करावं लागेल. आता आपण समजा सॉलिड सॉलिड मिक्सचर आहे, देन विल स्टार्ट द टाईप डिटर्मिनेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू द फॉलोइंग प्रोसिजर. सो वी हॅव टू फॉलो दिस टेबल: टेस्ट, observation and inference. So first test is for the acid, because the sequence we have to follow, that is acid, phenol, base and neutral. So first test is for the acid. So take 0.1 gram of mixture approximately, add 20 drops of 10% sodium bicarbonate and shake well, centrifuge. So while doing this shaking and centrifuge, if effervescence of CO2 is there, then acid may be present. Effervescence of CO2 म्हणजे तुम्ही कोल्ड ड्रिंक बघता की नाही, कोल्ड ड्रिंकमधून कसे बबल्स येत राहतात, बबल येत असतात. सेम तसेच तुम्हाला CO2चे बबल्स इथे दिसतील तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस मिक्सरमध्ये सोडियम बायकार्बोनेट टाकाल. So if effervescence of CO2 is there, then that is called as then inference acid may be present. After centrifugation, just cool it in ice and add 2-3 drops of concentrated HCl till acidic. So if the precipitate is obtained, it means that acid is confirmed. समजा तुम्हाला CO2 गॅसने दिसला नाही तर तुम्हाला इथं ऑब्झर्वेशन भेटलं नाही, पण जर तुम्ही HCl टाकलं आणि परत तुम्हाला रिप्रेसिपिटेट म्हणजे प्रेसिपिटेट जर भेटला देन ॲसिड विल बी कन्फर्म. समजा तुम्हाला प्रेसिपिटेट भेटला नाही, नो प्रेसिपिटेट, देन ॲसिड इज ॲबसेंट. सो दिस इज द टेस्ट फॉर ॲसिड. सो बाय दिस रिॲक्शन आयदर ॲसिड इज प्रेझेंट ऑर ॲबसेंट. देन गो फॉर द टेस्ट फॉर फिनॉल. देन वॉट एवर द रेसिड्यू इज ऑब्टेन आफ्टर दिस फर्स्ट टेस्ट, वॉट एवर द रेसिड्यू इज ऑब्टेन, you have to wash with sodium bicarbonate and then use that residue. So take this residue, add 20 drops of 2 normal NaOH, shake and centrifuge. For the phenol we have to use the 2 normal NaOH. Then observation will be completely or partially soluble. Either residue is completely soluble or partially soluble. Phenol may be present, then your inference will be phenol may be present. If you cannot observe this partially soluble, insoluble, completely soluble, then do another one, centrifuge, cool in ice and add few drops of concentrated HCl till acidic. Then if you are getting reprecipitation, that is precipitate is obtained, then phenol is confirmed. But if there is no precipitate, then phenol is absent. So you have to take the test for acid first, then from that residue you have to do the test for phenol, and then third one is the test for base. So for the test of for base, you have to take the residue from test first and test second, and then add 1:1 HCl. 1:1 HCl means 50% HCl, 50% water, 50% HCl. Shake and centrifuge. If partially soluble or partly soluble, base may be present. If you cannot observe this one, just centrifuge this solution, cool it in ice and add 2 normal NaOH in excess. Excess म्हणजे जास्त टाकायचं in excess. So that solution should be alkaline. Then if you are getting the precipitate, then base is confirmed. If you are not getting precipitate, then base is absent. So these are the 3 tests you have to follow: test for acid, test for phenol, test for base. For test for acid, the reagent is sodium bicarbonate. Test for phenol, the reagent is 2 normal NaOH. Test for base, the reagent is 1:1 HCl. Now among these 3 tests, you will get 2 types: either acid base, either acid phenol, either phenol base. But if you are getting only one type of the component is detected from above 3 tests, the other component should be neutral. Then other component should be neutral. म्हणजे ह्या 3 टेस्ट पैकी जर तुम्हाला फक्त एकच टाईप भेटला तर दुसरा टाईप काय असेल? न्यूट्रल. बिकॉज युअर मिक्सचर इज अ बायनरी मिक्सचर, यू मस्ट गिव द 2 टाईप्स. जर तुम्हाला 3 टेस्टमध्ये एकच टाईप भेटला तर दुसरा टाईप कोणता असेल? न्यूट्रल. कारण न्यूट्रलला इथं टेस्ट नाही आहे. जनरली इन केस ऑफ सॉलिड मिक्सचर, न्यूट्रल टाईप इज नॉट गिवन. दिस 2 थिंग्स यू हॅव टू रिमेंबर. जर तुम्हाला 3 टेस्टमध्ये फक्त एकच टाईप भेटला तर दुसरा टाईप हा न्यूट्रलच असतो. आणि जनरली सॉलिड मिक्सचरमध्ये न्यूट्रल देत नाही. At the end you have to write the conclusion. Type of the given mixture is acid base. So you have to write according to the sequence acid base. You should not write base and acid. Okay, you have to follow this sequence: acid base, acid phenol, phenol base, phenol neutral or base neutral. Like this you have to write. First alphabet must be capital. After type determination, we have to separate the component of the mixture. That is third step, separation of mixture into two components. Now we'll see separation of solid mixture. So that depends upon the type of mixture. There are types groups, as we know that 4 groups are there: acid, base, acid, phenol, acid, neutral. This is the first group. So we'll see for this one, if one of the component of the binary mixture type is acid, then you have to follow the separation table for group first. So first component is acid, second component may be base, phenol or neutral. Then take all mixture, because as we know that one of the component is acid. So take all the mixture in a beaker, add a reagent of test of acid, that is 10% NaCO3. Stir it well till all the effervescence of CO2, the CO2 is eliminated, should be eliminated. Add more NaCO3 if required, then filter it. So take all the mixture, because first component is acid, we have to separate the acid, so you have to take the reagent of the acid functional group. After filtration, we are getting two components. One is filtrate, one is residue. One is in the form of solution and one is a solid. Solid on the filter paper, while filtrate in a lower beaker. Suppose filter. So filtrate, it contains a soluble sodium salt of acid. So whatever the acid is there, that forms a salt with this sodium and becomes soluble. So that filtrate contains sodium salt of acid. The reaction is very simple. Suppose ArCOOH or RCOH, this is the acid functional group. If we are using this NaCO3, then we are getting sodium carboxylate ion, and this sodium carboxylate is soluble in water, because this is sodium salt of carboxylic acid. So this is soluble in water, CO2 will get eliminated and byproduct is water. So our filtrate contains sodium salt of carboxylic acid, and the residue part, it may contains another component, either phenol, base or neutral. Wash with NaCO3 and then with water. So whatever the trace amount of acid is there, that should be eliminated from this residue. So pure form of another component is in our hand, that may be either phenol, base or neutral type. Now cool this filtrate in ice and acidify with a concentrated HCl till acidic to the litmus. By using the litmus, we have to check either that is acidic. The precipitate of this acid component we will get and filter it on Buchner funnel, dry it well. So after adding a HCl into this filtrate, what will happen? The sodium salt of carboxylic acid will get protonated, and this carboxylic acid is insoluble in water, we will get as a reprecipitate. Right. So in this way, we will get the first component, that is either base, phenol or neutral, and by addition of concentrated HCl, we will get our carboxylic acid as a precipitate. Then recrystallize these two components separately by using suitable solvents. So in this way, separation, this is the separation table for group first, where first component is acid type. Now separation table for group second, that is first component is phenol. Suppose first component type is phenol, then it may be phenol base or maybe phenol neutral. So as we know that one of the first component is phenol, then we have to use a reagent for test of phenol. Then take all the mixture in beaker, add 2 normal NaOH, stir well for 10 minutes and filter it. Then we will get two components, that is one is filtrate. So filtrate, it may contain salt of phenol, sodium salt of phenol. The reaction will be, suppose this is AROH, phenol is reacted with NaOH, then we will get sodium salt of phenol. that is sodium phenoxide. This salt is polar, soluble in water, and another component is the residue. So residue is either base or neutral. Wash this with little NaOH to remove the trace amount of phenol from this residue, and then wash with water. Cool this filtrate in ice, acidify with HCl. We have to check this acidic or not by using the litmus. The sodium salt of phenol is converted to again insoluble phenol, which get reprecipitated. Filter it by using Buckner funnel and dry it well. So what is the reaction? So in filtrate we have this soluble sodium salt of phenol, that is sodium phenoxide. If you are using concentrated HCl, it again converted into phenol, protonation reaction. So again phenol, that is insoluble, so it is obtained as a precipitate. So in this way, first is residue, that is base or phenol, and second residue, that is phenol. Residue contains base or neutral, and this is the phenol. So in this way, phenol base or phenol neutral can be separated. After separation, recrystallize these two components separately by using suitable solvents. Now separation table for the group third, that is base neutral. Suppose one of the component is base, type base, then we have to use a reagent of test for the base. So take all the mixture into the beaker, add 20 ml 1:1 HCl. 1:1 HCl means 50% HCl. 50% 1:1, half of the amount is water, half of amount is the concentrated HCl. Stir well for 5 minutes and filter it. Then again we will get two parts. One is filtrate. Filtrate contains a base as a hydrochloride salt. So this is the reaction. If ArNH2 or RNH2, if we are using acid, so this is the neutralization reactions. So we will get this ammonium chloride salt, aniline chloride salt, hydrochloride salt of this base, that is water soluble, and another component residue. So residue, it is contain a neutral. Wash with concentrated HCl and then with water to remove trace amount of base which is present into this residue. After this residue, we have to cool this filtrate in ice, then add it to normal NaOH. Check till alkaline by using litmus. The hydrochloride salt of the base is converted into again insoluble base, which is being insoluble precipitates out. Filter it by using Buckner funnel and dry it well. So this is the reaction. Hydrochloride salt of base is reacted with NaOH. Again we will get this insoluble base, so that is obtained as a precipitate. So in this way we have two separate solids. First one is residue, that is neutral, and this is reprecipitated residue, that is for base. So recrystallize base and neutral components separately for proper solvents. So in this way there are three types of separation tables. Table first, if first component is acid. Table second, if first component is phenol. Table third, if first component is base. So you have to study these tables very cleanly with reaction. Now separation table for solid liquid and liquid mixture. As we know that in case of mixture, the nature is solid liquid or liquid, then you have to separate it first and then do the type determination. So for the separation we have to use this distillation system. So it contains stand. We have to clamp over this distillation flask, you can call as a RBF, round bottom flask. Then this is the Hickman head, and this is the water condenser. This is the rubber tube for water condenser. This is the outer water bath for heating, wire gauze, tripod stand and burner. This is the system for distillation to separate out solid liquid or liquid component. This is the standard apparatus system. This is the condenser. So bottom layer input of the water, outer outlet is for the water outlet. Instead of this water condenser, we can use a air condenser also if boiling point of the liquid is higher. This is the Hickman head. So what will happen, whatever the volatile component is there, after heating this water bath, volatile component will be evaporated, goes over here. Here again condensation will be there, and whatever the condensed volatile liquid is accumulated over here in a Hickman head. And whatever the non-volatile component is there, either liquid or solid, remains in a RBF, distillation flask. RBF remaining flask. So in a Hickman head, volatile component will be there, volatile liquid is accumulated, while in a RBF the non-volatile solid or non-volatile liquid is there. So separation is possible. So here this is the dry tube, this is the optional. If one of the liquid is very acidic or hazardous, then we have to use this dry tube. It should contain calcium carbonate or sodium hydroxide likewise, or simply you can put here cotton also, no problem. So from this Hickman head, if sufficient amount of volatile component is accumulated over here, condensed over here, then by using a dropper we have to remove these liquids, and then remaining part, whatever the non-volatile part is there, that is either solid or liquid, remains over here, and this is the volatile component. So in this way we can separate out solid liquid and liquid mixture. In next video we will see individual analysis of each component. Thank you so much.